My visit for vaccination at the Eltham High School in Spanish Town, August 24. Okay, I've gotten inoculated. I arrived at the vaccination center at 12:45 p.m. I can truly say that the entire process was very tedious. I was a bit disappointed in the middle stage, but it came out better at the end. Nonetheless, I will share my experience, then give my personal rating at the end. On seeing the numerous vehicles parked along the roadway and a snaked line inside the venue, I really felt like turning back, but there was no guarantee when my next visit would be, or it would be better, so reluctantly, I joined the queue. With my mask in place and trying to maintain social distance, I slowly moved up in the line. After an hour and a half, I was halfway through my journey, but then this trend broke and the movements came to a halt for close to 2 hours. The afternoon sun was very infuriating and many scampered for shade. It was only after inquiring at the gate I discovered that the entire staff had to break for lunch. There was no official announcement. We were relieved by the arrival of a member of parliament who mobilized their ancillary staff who brought cases of water for distribution. The water ironically outed the fire that ignited after many became impatient. After a 3.5 hour wait, we were finally inside the venue and registered. The process involved a basic interview after completing a form. Our next step was to join another long line to be briefed and vaccinated. After another hour and a half waiting in the line, we finally made it to an auditorium where 4 doctors and 6 inoculators were eager to stick us. The room accommodated a batch of 90 persons. The nurses delivered a sharp message after collecting our cards and registration sheets before delivering the long-awaited jabs, while unvaccinated persons waited their turn, still in the long queue outside the auditorium. We then had to wait 15 minutes for evaluation, following which our completed vaccination cards were returned to us. At approximately 5:10 p.m., we were free to go. Approximately 1,200 persons attended the site that day, and I discovered that that number represented an increase of more than 110% over the previous 3 days. With a combined total of approximately 30 staff, all good things come to an end. Unfortunately, some persons never got the chance to be vaccinated as it was past the scheduled 4 o'clock closing time, with at least another 2 batches of persons on the inside to be processed. That day it was reported that more than 21,000 persons were vaccinated island-wide, the largest daily total since the vaccination program started. We must admit the ministry, with all its best effort, cannot estimate the turnout for any day or location. However, there was one major takeaway from the event based on my observation. Communication was woefully lacking. It would have made sense to stagger the line a bit while they break for lunch. But having hundreds of persons standing in the line for hours in oblivion cannot be the way to go. The medical team was exemplary in their performance of their duties, despite the many limitations. However, the organizers clearly dropped to the ball in terms of communication, so I rate them a 7 out of 10. I say a big thanks to the Minister Bobsy Grange and her team who provided encouragement and needed hydration for the crowd, to the police officers who maintained order, and last but no means least, to the overworked but still very professional medical team. I was never one of those persons eager to get vaccinated. I had many questions and concerns. However, on Tuesday, August 24, I went. I rolled up my sleeve. I conquered the fear. I got vaccinated. How about you? This is Ossie, and that's what's on my mind as me chat my mind.